Hey everyone, GP back at it with more ARK, and today I'm not wearing my beanie, no, I'm wearing a cap. It is too warm for beanies, but today I have some developments in ARK to show you. Patch 256 was recently released on, I think it was the 1st of April, and no, it was not an April Fool's joke. This patch has caused a major controversy, which is very, very interesting to see. Controversy isn't always bad. Controversy can be a very good thing. Now, there are several things in this patch that produced controversy, the biggest being the Flyer Nerf, the second being the new UI that the ARK devs have created. So, we are going to focus on the UI in this video and have a look at what it's like, how it works, how it differs from the previous one, the goods, the bads, and everything else that you need to know about the UI. So, as you can see at the bottom, there is a new little hotbar. I'm not quite sure why I'm moving the screen around, but there is a new hotbar in the style of the new UI. Now, it is quite large, but I actually quite like it. As you can see, it's got the same number of slots that it had before. It's got 10 different slots, 1 through to 9 with 0 on the end. So, when you go to your inventory, you get this new screen. Look at this. So, there's a mix of people that don't like it. Some people hate it. Some people love it. I am on the edge of... I'm towards loving it. I wouldn't say I love it, but I do like it. I prefer it more than the other one for several reasons, really. I kind of like change sometimes. You get a bit bored with the old stuff. It's a bit stale. Sometimes change is good, but it certainly does get some taking used to. So, so what we got over here is there's a number of screens that have tabs, and this is very important because this has caused a lot of confusion, particularly when people are accessing things like the smithy. There's been a lot of confusion about the inventories of things that you're looking at. So when you open up your inventory by pressing I, you appear on the inventory screen. So you've got all these items just like you had before, and some of them come with different colouring schemes for whether it's like Ascendant, Mastercraft, that sort of thing. So I've got Q. I press Q. So if you don't press Q, this is what you get. So you get the title of what it's called, whether it's ammo, weapon, etc. And as before, you've got the weight, the total weight, and now the numbers, the quantity, appear in the little top, the top left, rather than right in the middle before. Now, there's a bit of a downside to this, is that it's all very blue. So you've got blue numbers, blue names, blue categories, blue numbers. Blue on blue background. Some people are going to struggle to see it. So I don't know if that's going to be one of the changes that they introduce or not. I don't have a struggle seeing it myself, but everybody is different. So if you have something like blue on blue, you're going to get people that are going to struggle to see it. You've got various things here. You've got transfer. This is the transfer all button. That's if you're in the inventory for like a cupboard or a smithy, you can transfer all your items. You've got the drop all button, sort items, folder, and you can create a new folder as well. You can right click on these and you get different options. So you've got the use option. If it's grayed out, it means you can't do anything with it. You've got the drop option, the repair, transfer, remove. I'm not quite sure what remove is when you've got drop, but yeah, not sure about that one. But you've got the split stack as well, and this one is actually quite interesting because you've got the options of splitting one. So if you've got a stack of 50, like here for example, you can split one and it will put it over there, and you've got the remaining 49 here. very useful. But also, what the previous UI didn't have is you've got split half, which you can still do by holding down shift and dragging it, and it will still split it in half. That is no different from the previous UI, except this actually has a button where you can click on split half and it splits it. But you also have split amount, and you can actually put the amount in there. So if you only want a specific amount and you don't want to mess about with transferring it all or splitting it into half and cutting it down, etc., you can just press go to here, put in the number you want and press OK, and then as you can see I've got 18 over here. So that's very useful. It's something that I wanted in the previous UI, so I'm quite pleased that they introduced that into it. So if you click on crafting, then the crafting one appears. It's all very bigger as well. You can see a lot more of the engrams in the screen and a lot more of the inventory in the screen than you could before. So over here you've got your information. So starting off with your name, your level, your tribe name, etc., like the day, time, all that sort of stuff, the usual stuff. Your pieces of armor, the body stuff that you're wearing is all up in here. Then you've got the XP progress bar here. So you will see, like these ones where you've got the bar going up to this point, you will see that bar progress from left to right to the point where when it gets to the right it's full and you can upgrade. One of the new additions that the previous UI didn't have was points available. So now if you've got lots of levels to put in, it will actually tell you how many here you got, like 2, 3, 4, and it will help people to be able to decide how many points they want to put into each one at the point of leveling up. Whereas before you could see how much XP you'd gone over the point of leveling up, but you couldn't quite tell unless you knew the numbers specifically. You didn't quite know how many points you had at that time to put in there. So that's pretty useful. You've got your character screen here. Nothing different about that. Then you've got these various tabs up the top. So you've got engrams, tribe manager, tame groups, survivor profile, and options. So if we have a look at these, you've got engram points. I've got tons of engram points because I'm too indecisive to decide what I want to unlock. So I'm gradually unlocking them. No different from before. Tribe manager. There's a little glitch with the tribe manager at the moment. I don't know if this is going to be one of the things the next patch is going to fix. But whenever you go into the tribe manager for the first time, once you log on to a server, so you log on to a server, one of the first things I do when I log on to the server is check my tribe manager to see if there's been any instance. So when you open tribe manager, it is pretty much blank here, and you have to close the tribe manager and reopen it for it to appear. If you actually go back into it by pressing L, you can see that the tribe manager is the log is actually there now. So it's a little glitch. It's not a frustrating glitch. You just have to open the tribe log twice to get it to appear. Hopefully they will be able to identify what the issue is with that and resolve that. But as you can see, there's nothing really changed with the tribe manager at the moment. They did say they're working on other UIs. That doesn't mean, I don't think, other styles of UIs. I think it just means other things like the tribe manager. They're going to change it so that it's in the same style as the user inventory. Then you've got tame groups. Again, it's still not in the new UI look and feel, so that is going to be worked on. Survivor profile, that's still got to be worked on, and then you've got the options there. So that is pretty much the new UI for the inventory. Now when you go to something like the smithy, for example, when you first open it up, it can be very confusing, and I'm not quite sure why they've chosen this, but it defaults on the crafting. So generally you go to the smithy to craft stuff. So I guess that's why they put that as a default. But a lot of people have opened up their smithy like this, not realised what's going on over here, and they've transferred their items across, expecting to see the items appear here. But what they're not realising is that it's going into the inventory tab, and they're on the crafting tab. So a lot of people have asked, like on Twitter and the forums and stuff, where's all my items gone? I was able to do transfer all when it's not appeared in the smithy. So you can click on inventory just like you can on your own inventory and crafting, and you get all your items here. And then you go back to crafting to actually craft your items. So it's a little bit confusing. It's easy once you know to click on these, then it's easy enough. But people, when they're new to it, can get pretty confused by it. In stuff that sort of spoils, one of the things that I think should change is, as you can see, when you go onto something, you've got the description, you've got the weight, you've got the spoil time. Now, I kind of feel the spoil time should appear in something like red, so it just stands out a bit more, because it's very just blends in with everything else, and I think spoil time should be standing out. There is no longer a remote use button for this, so basically when you're taming a dino as well and you use narco berries, there's no longer a remote use button. But what you do is you can either right click and click on consume, but that's a very slow process. If you need to speed feed, you're not going to want to keep on right clicking and feeding it once. So you basically just hover over it and press E like this. I just fed my dodo tons of berries when it didn't have any more food space, so he might be a bit sick. Okay, so here comes the drop. It is nearly night time. I've had to wait a little while, but I just wanted it to be in a completely safe area where there's just friendly beasts. Oh my god, what's going on over there? Okay, so let's have a look. Right, so you walk up, in fact, let's do what you normally do and take off your bird saddle. So you don't want to lose that. Oh, silly parasaur! Dear oh dear. Jen, control your parasaurs. Okay, so you access its inventory, and so you've got a very similar style UI. So you've got your inventory over here, your crafting and all that stuff. Then you've got this middle information, and then you've got this here with 3 tabs. So you've got ARK data, you've got the creatures, and you've got the tribute. So the creatures is when you want to transfer to a different server, the creatures is a very important one. So as you'll see, when you go onto creatures, you've got currently tamed creatures, and you've got your creature list, and this is the list of the creatures that you've got with you at the drop or the obelisk. So you see I've got my jet blue pteranodon. You click on that, and then this button will become clickable. If that stegosaurus can stop shaking the screen for a moment, and it says upload creature. So you basically just click on that, you get the usual message, accept, and it's gone. You'll notice it appears here. And can you just go, please? Oh, it's a Bronto. So as you can see, my bird has gone while I'm about to get squashed by this Bronto. So once you've transferred your dino, it appears in the uploaded list, and then all you simply need to do is go to here and click on travel to another server. When you click on travel to another server, your survival will be uploaded, and you'll get the normal screen where you can choose to pick a server to transfer to. I'm not going to click it on this because I don't want to spend the time transferring to the other server when I don't need to. But you just click on that, and then everything else is exactly the same. So when you want to, when you get to the other side and you go to a drop or an obelisk and you want to download your dino, you go back to here, click on creatures. You've got your uploaded creatures here. You click on the one you want, and then you've got the download creature option there. And as you will see, there is your bird. And then there we go. Now if I just get him out of the way. Let this, I'm going to free this parasaur because it's very unlucky. So I'm just going to take all of those items. And now it's pitch black. There he is. Say hello, thank you. Oh. Okay, so as you can see, I need to find out where I'm going now. It's pitch black. I think I'm going in the right way. Yes. So that is pretty much it. It is exactly the same process. Uploading dino, downloading dino. All of your items on your person, whether it's in your inventory or the clothes you're wearing, when you click on that travel to another server or travel to another ARK, all those items remain on you, so you don't need to upload the items individually. You need to make sure that you've taken the saddle off your bird or your dino, whatever it is, and you need to make sure that there's nothing in your dino's inventory because it will be lost. And that is pretty much it. Let me just land here. I'm one that doesn't use gamma. I do not change the gamma, so if it is pitch black, it is pitch black, because that is the way the game is meant to be. I don't like to use gamma. So, yeah. Hello, dodos. How are you? That good. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. So, yes, that is it. That is the new inventory. They are going to be adding new user interfaces, I believe, for all these that still have the standard previous stuff. So that will be coming in a future update, I think. As I say, they are going to be doing some tweaks to the UI. I believe it's going to be, depends when this video goes up, but today's Wednesday. I think it's going to be on Thursday, possibly, maybe after this video has gone up, when they do some tweaks to the Flyer Nerf as well. So hold your horses on the whole. I'm quitting ARK because it's not the end of the world. Let's see what the devs do to it to make it a little bit better. But I hope you found that interesting. Let me know in the comments below whether you like the UI or you don't, what you want to see changed, what you like about it compared to the previous one, etc, etc, etc. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.